Here we are, New York Comic Con, day number 4, 2016. Here I am with IQ, entertainer, artist, nerdcore rapper, all of the above, jack of all trades. Here we are at the Glitch Gear booth. How you doing, IQ?
All right, how's it going today?
Everything's good. How's been your Comic Con so far?
You know what? It's been pretty awesome, man. I got to see some really cool things. Like I saw Ric Flair. I saw the God MC Stan Lee. So that was dope. I got to see so many awesome things so far. We got to go over to the Funimation private party, and that was dope too. Like, shout out to Funimation for continuously doing what they do, which is amazing.
Yeah, surprisingly enough, when I came in today, the wrestler Christian was just getting out of his taxi, but it's raining today, and I was like, "Can I get a selfie?" And he has an umbrella. And like, do you think we could wait till we get inside? So I was like, "All right, I'll leave you alone." So once again, when it comes to your work, where do you find your inspiration?
I tend to find my inspiration in life, and subject matter of the things that I like to participate in and watch. So a lot of it is just that. It's the things that I'm experiencing. It's the things that I'm feeling. I would say, yeah, it's about it.
Now, can you tell us about your album, Walls of Maria?
Yeah. So obviously I did this album about Attack on Titan, which is part 1 of a trilogy. And it encompasses a lot about the world of Attack on Titan. So if you look at like the social structure of each wall, it encompasses something a little bit different. So I kind of I zoned in on that and related it to life and the life that I live and the life that I see, things of that nature. So every wall will have a different feel, a different experience, and musically something that its predecessor didn't touch on.
So, speaking of Attack on Titan, as we're gearing up for season 2, did you cheat and read the manga, or are you just gonna watch the show and you're gonna let the show surprise you, or are you cheating and reading the manga?
Okay, to be honest with you, I just recently started to cheat. I only read the manga up until where the season stopped. But all of my friends keep telling me how real it's getting. And, after the wait, it's just, I love the show so much. I didn't want to wait much longer. And I hear that it's getting real in the manga. So I decided to start reading it and catching up. The other thing was I didn't want to have the influence of already knowing what was happening to influence my reactions and what I would, pick for subject matter pertaining to the next album. So I tried as hard as I could, man. But yeah, your boy will be cheating real soon because I got to know what's happening.
Now, you've worked with artists like Kadesh Flow, Mega Ran, other members of the NPC collective. How is it performing with them?
Performing with the NPC is probably one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life, because they're not a collection of artists. They're my family. And that makes everything that we do, like building memories that will last forever. And I love that feeling. I love the feeling of having people that are like-minded and really love what they do and pour their heart and their soul into what they do, like myself. So working with them has been such a blessing. And, Ran has been instrumental in so many things. And I could never express my gratitude enough. So as far as that goes, it's just been an amazing experience, an amazing ride, and being able to just go places and represent and let people know, whether they look the way we look or they don't look the way we look, no matter where they come from, there's something that is very detrimental to letting people know that they're not alone in this journey and that they have, people that they can also identify with. And so that's a really good feeling,
Gotcha. And much respect to Sky Blue and Mega Ran. We interviewed them last year at New York Comic Con. Now, seeing that your album Walls of Maria was inspired by a television show, are there any other shows that you feel give you enough inspiration to put out another album?
Yeah, actually, there are quite a few. I'm going to stick to the top of my list. If I was going old school, it would probably be, I feel like there's enough Cowboy Bebop, so I'm going to leave that alone for now. For now. It would probably be either Lupin the Third or Yu Yu Hakusho. I love both of those and what they accomplish, especially musically. Richie killed the Gundam, so for now I'm gonna leave that alone for old school stuff because Richie didn't already murdered it. So yeah, that's where I would go.
And outside of anime or anything like that, any other upcoming projects, things on your plate, things you're aspiring to give us?
Oh yeah, I got a couple of things on my plate currently. I'm currently finishing up my my latest album, which is based on the works of Anita Baker. I'm a huge fan of her music. I love that woman so much, and so I just really decided that I was going to do something to pay tribute to what she's given me over the years with her music, and so that's the next project that I'm working on. I'm also doing something that's a little, I don't want to talk about it yet, but it's going to be really different, and I like the fact that I love cartoons. So let's just say it's going to be something pertaining to like old school cartoons. Last but not least, coming out pretty soon is actually Hero Music Volume 2, which is K Murdoch's project. So I'm actually featured on that project. I'm featured on another project with Tech Force, the album that he just dropped. Also One Up, Creative Mind Frame. I'm also featured on his album. So I've been busy kind of like trying to catch up with verses that I owe my friends. So yeah, expect all of that. If you haven't seen the Undertale project released by Tiny Waves, there's also that. I'm featured on that as the title track.
Awesome. Okay, so before we wrap this up, what advice do you have for any aspiring rappers?
If I had to tell them anything, number one, never give up. Keep creating your art, but make sure that you're doing it for you. Be who you are. Tell your stories. Be able to go out there and believe in the things that you're doing. In music right now, it's really hard because people feel like they have to sound a certain way or they have to be like, another genre of rap or, be it may, whatever it is specifically. And my advice to you is just to always remember why you do what you do. Never forget why you make music. Never forget why you love it. Never forget why it's amazing and just beautiful. And that expression of oneself, never stop that. Everything else, man, just never stop working hard. Never stop believing. That's it.
All right, so thanks a lot. We'd like to thank you for coming on the show.
No problem.
On behalf of the Tanami Faithful Podcast and Geeky Inc., and I have to rep myself, Two Strangers One Podcast, New York Comic Con 2016, Sunday, day number 4. And we're out. Don't be a stranger.